10 years ago, I met one very interesting gentleman. This person was part of the group from Bombay, which used to come walking all the way from Bombay. Right? For a few years, Swami permitted them to do that sadhana. They would come all the way from Bombay walking. It would take them 18 days to 3 weeks or something like that. And they used to follow a rigorous discipline. They would not eat anywhere outside. They would cook their own food. They would be doing namasmarana and coming all the way. And whenever they would come, Swami would always call them for an interview. One interview guaranteed. Right? And it was a very simple group. This group consisted of people like, some of them were masons, construction workers, small vendors. But every time they would come, Swami would call them for an interview. So in one of the interviews, Swami calls them and tells, see, when you come here as part of this Varkari, that's the word we use, right? Varkari tradition, where you walk and come for a pilgrimage. When you come for this Varkari pilgrimage, Swami said, I don't want you to do any seva. Right? Swami's words. Swami said, I don't want you to do any seva. When you come here, don't go here and there. Don't go to the canteen and try to do some seva there. Don't go and clean some bathrooms. No, none of that. Don't do any of that. Come here, sit in the hall, do namasmarana, participate in the bhajans, have Swami's darshan, go eat and go and sleep. Swami said, don't do anything else. Just do this much. So they would strictly follow it, and most of them had got their japamalas blessed by Swami. So they would, whenever they would come rigorously and religiously, they would follow that. They won't do any seva. They'll just sit in the mandir as long as they're permitted. They'll do namasmarana. They'll be rotating their beads. And they would go back and sleep once the day is done. So this is going on. And one year, when they were all here, Swami gives a discourse. And in the discourse, Swami says, there are a lot of young people who come to the ashram to have Swami's darshan, and they are so lazy that they don't even go to the canteen and serve water. Can't you at least do that much? That much seva can't you do? And they will be sitting there and rotating their rosary beads in the name of devotion. And the moment Swami said that, the devotees in the crowd are giving them stares and glares, because everybody knew that this is the group of youngsters who sit there rotating their rosary beads and don't do anything. And Swami went at length, and the paropakarartham idam shariram, this body has been given to serve others, and you're lazy. Say to all the time think about your prayer and self-realization is selfish. We know all of what that Swami says. So these people silently put their japmalas inside. And the next morning they come for darshan, they pull out their japmala and everybody is staring at them. Oh, these are the culprits. These are those lazy boys. So they didn't know what to do. Here Swami had told them not to do any seva, and Swami is speaking, saying such things in the discourse. So for 2 or 3 days they were a bit confused. And then Swami calls them for an interview. That one interview which is promised every trip. The moment they go inside, they put forth their confusion in front of Swami. Say, Swami, what are we supposed to do? You told us not to do seva, and this is what you're saying. And Swami very clearly said, that is for the public, this is for you. Swami said, this instruction which I gave you is for you. What I gave in the discourse was in general. Imagine Swami starts an organization and calls it Sri Satya Sai Seva Organization. Swami has propagated service, selfless service, as the best means of self-realization. But still, if that is not the path for you, it's not the path for you. And Swami says, I am here to walk you on the path which is right for you. Chaipatti kapadute vratamunaku. Not to simply give you directions, but to hold your hand and customize the path for you.